Hello, my name is Zach, and this video will serve two purposes. The first purpose is obviously to show you how to fix a common problem. The second video will be a channel update for my YouTube channel. If you're here for the fixing, that will be happening now. The channel update will come at the end of the video, because I believe that tutorials should be short, sweet, informative, and lacking of anything else other than how to help you fix whatever you're doing. So, this is the James Bond movie, Live and Let Die. It is on a VHS tape from 1973. It is 2 hours and 1 minute. You don't care about that, you just want to know how to fix a problem. If you have a tape that won't rewind past a certain point, obviously there would be more tape over here. There's a very easy solution to that problem, or at least in my case, I found one. What you'll need today is a small Phillips head screwdriver, something to fit the screws that are located on the back of the tape. Now, opening a VHS tape is fairly easy.
Here all you need to do is unscrew all of these screws. In the video, I neglected to mention that they were all the exact same length, so you don't have to bother with that. And I blabbered on for a little bit about how, old tape-based technology is a part of our culture and should be cherished and repaired, even still today.
Now, once you've got all your screws out, you want to be very careful that you don't just take the back off straight away, because that would be a mistake. You want to turn your tape over. You want to take the front off, because if you take the back off, that's where all the stuff is. So you can see the front of the tape here doesn't really have anything other than this little slider cover here to protect the tape itself, and some little springy magnetic things. Not really. So in here you'll see the two reels. This is where all the tape is. This is where the tape goes, and then it rewinds back. Very, very similar to a reel-to-reel machine. If you have ever messed with one of those, I have a very nice Pioneer one from the late 70s. Now, this is the problem that I found. If you'll notice here, there's a little piece of plastic here. When it's pushed down, pushes these other two little pieces of plastic down, which are held by springs on either end. Now, what that does is allows the tape to move, because it takes the takes these little, I really need to learn my words. It takes these little pieces of plastic out of the grooves and allows the tapes to spin. Now, in my case, what was happening was this spring right here was not applying enough pressure, and it wasn't closing all the way and reopening the way that it should. So I wasn't able to rewind the tape past a certain point, which I don't really understand how that was happening, but it did happen. So what are you gonna do? So what I did do was I very carefully removed the spring off of this. I'm not going to do it again because it would be a nightmare, but you know what, for the sake of an actual tutorial on how to do something, I'm going to do that. So I removed the spring off of here very carefully so that I didn't lose the spring, because believe you me, this one will get away from you. So I took it, and then I kind of put my fingers on it and kind of twisted it the other way, like you're undoing a twist tie, kind of like that, just to open up the spring a little bit and add more room for it to compress when it coils up when you put it back on the thing. Just do that a couple times, kind of unspool it a little bit. Then once you've done that and you can tell that it's a little bit better, you're going to want to do the very difficult challenge of trying to put it back on that little thing. Now, the way that I figured out was the best was holding each point on the thing, very carefully trying to slip the main bit around there and then pull the other bit over where it connects to the other contact there, and as you can see, that hasn't worked in this situation. Like, it is a very, very delicate little piece of this tape, and it is hard to control sometimes. So like I said, get your finger on each one of these pieces here and carefully put it over the circle there that your spring resides on, the main bit of the spring. And if you can get it, this is the hardest part, I'm going to be honest with you. getting the spring back on, not losing the spring in the first place. If you can manage this, then the rest of this is just easy. Well, now it's turning all in different directions. I can't quite get it here. There we go. Spring is on. I'm putting that right over there where it belongs. And I'm just going to make sure it all works perfectly fine by pressing down on this little plunger and seeing that both of the little locks here are lifted up. Now, after I did this, and you'll want to do the same, put the tape in your VCR and rewind it back to the very beginning of the tape just to make sure that everything works. Now, another thing to note is to be very careful up here at the top when you're putting your tape back together, because the shield does like to kind of ruffle up there on the tape. So you got to make sure that everything gets together nice, and then before you put the screws in, you can just press down a little door latch here and make sure that, as you can see, everything's back into shape here. You're going to want to make sure that you're holding it down and all the seams on the side are good, and once you've made sure that that is the case, you can begin replacing your screws. Now, it shouldn't matter what screws go where, just as long as you have all of them still. I think I've been sliding this camera around. Probably shouldn't have been doing that. Well, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I hope if anybody had this problem, I hope I helped fix it. I also hope that if you have any other problems, you will let me know in the comment section. Hopefully I can be able to fix them. My knowledge on VHS tapes is fairly limited, you know, but I'm looking to expand it, and this is definitely this experience here with the tape has already expanded my knowledge on how to fix it, and hopefully I can help other people fix their problems too. For other videos, hopefully relating to outdated technology and other specific things that people don't really do anymore, be sure to check back here.